What is up, YouTube? It's your boy, Spready Roosevelt, back for another week of NFL football. As you can see, our picks blew it last week, so we couldn't afford the water this week. What can I say? Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, but you keep moving on. It's a crapshoot out there. Apparently, the Oracle of Omaha is a false prophet, but let's see if we can resurrect ourselves and get back on the winning track. Let's start with the Anytime TD parlay for the week. First, Bijan Robinson, Jonathan Taylor, James Cook, and DeAndre Hopkins, plus 1084. Let's get a winner out of this one, boys. It's been a crapshoot with this thing all year. We just can't seem to get it into the end zone. And let's get into the picks. First game, I like Atlanta, minus 3.5 over New Orleans. Atlanta's been on fire the last few weeks, and I think they're going to steamroll this team this week. Buffalo has been playing great. Indy is a flawed team. Joe Flacco gives them a little bit of life, but I like Buffalo minus 4.5. There's going to be a lot of chalk this week, boys. Now, Kansas City minus 7. Denver bit me last week with the Ravens. I thought their defense would hold a little bit better, but they're still a young team with a young quarterback. Let's say Kansas City minus 7. Next, Minnesota minus 7. Jacksonville stinks. These pussycats are garbage. Let's take the over 42.5. Next, Chicago minus 6 over New England. This game's a little weird. Chicago's struggling. New England's bad, but I think Chicago handles this. New England's offense is not that good. The next game, Pittsburgh. I like them as my upset and only upset of the week. Plus 100 versus Washington. Washington has been good this year, but Pittsburgh, they're the least talked about winning team and the team with a winning record in football. And I believe they sit at the top of the AFC North. But let's say Pittsburgh this week. Mike Tomlin has got these boys on the racetrack, and Russ is starting to cook. Next, the Chargers minus 8. They're getting it going. Tennessee's in a rebuild mode. I like the Chargers in this spot. I think they run away with this. Next, the Jets minus 2. I believe they're going to get it figured out, and they might even make a playoff push toward the end of the year. I like them minus 2 versus the Cardinals and the over of 46. Next, Dallas. Dak is done. This team wasn't good with him, and they're going to be worse without him. Fly, Eagles, fly. Let's take the Eagles minus 7. They got all their firepower back, and the over of 44. Next, this is going to be a fun one. Detroit, Houston. I think it's going to be close, but I think Detroit wins by at least a touchdown. But I'll take a minus 3.5 and the over of 50 in this game. Detroit's got all their weapons intact. I don't know how Houston's going to be able to stop them. They might put up some points, but I think Detroit's going to just run over this. My personal opinion is going to be like a 42-28 football game. And lastly, let's take the over in Monday Night Football, Rams and Dolphins of 49. That's 15 picks for you this week, boys. Last week was a bloodbath, so now the cash funds are all dried up. But hurry to these picks, because you don't want to miss the train when it starts to get hot. But anyways, that's been Spready Roosevelt for this week's NFL football picks. Like and subscribe.